Hi, I am testing. Hi there. I am testing out my first live stream on YouTube. I'm Laura Bergells. I'm here in my home office in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I just wanted to test this out. This afternoon, I cut a really quick video, 4 minutes, 44 seconds, and posted it up on YouTube. Basically, I talked about how I first heard the term fidget toys and fidget toy yesterday. And I said, what's a fidget toy? And I went and looked it up. I'm like, well, it's a toy that you fidget with. I should have been able to figure that out. And I just called them toys all my life. I guess I'm old school. And when I've cut videos before, what I would do is, you might see these in the background. I would have blocks on my desk. And that's a reasonable business thing for me to have on my desk because I write a copy for a toy company. And when you write copy for a toy company, it makes sense to have them on your desk, to have the product on your desk so that you can touch them, smell them. They smell like wood because they are wood, Midwestern basswood, and be able to write evocative copy about what it is that you're writing about. But I also teach creativity classes, and I found that this was also on my desk all the time in the background of my videos that I would shoot. But this, I also said, well, it's not really a toy. It's a legitimate business tool because we use it in improv games and meetings. You probably have heard something like this where people will toss the ball, and when you have the ball, you get to talk. And then you sense when somebody else has a contribution, you toss the ball to them and they will talk. And it's kind of a way to control conversation or keep conversation moving, to make it more playful, make it more fun, make sure that people get a chance to contribute, make sure people don't talk too much and hog the ball. So yeah, there's, a legitimate business purpose to having a koosh ball going. And another thing that I found in my briefcase is a thing called FLARP. You don't know what FLARP is, let me make sure you can see that. FLARP. And I said I would not use or explain what FLARP was because it's kind of rude. It makes like rude noises when you touch it. And it's kind of gooey and ooey, and it's very fun to touch, very tactile. And I think that's one of the things that I really enjoy about toys is they are tactile, and they do cause things to happen in your brain, make your neural networks kind of pop and crack, and so that you feel a little bit more inspired. And the colors I find inspirational as well. Also in my briefcase, I found timeless classics of Play-Doh. There's just a lot of Play-Doh in my briefcase. Where'd I put my briefcase? Oh, here it is. A very old-fashioned briefcase, but the old-fashioned briefcase is just loaded with toys. Loaded. Toys, toys, toys. About a half a dozen of them in there. Maybe a dozen. I don't know. But once again, that's really tactile. Lets you play with things, lets you touch things, lets you feel things. Also in my briefcase, found a Slinky. Use that in meetings quite a bit. So yeah, it seems that my whole life is filled with toys. Always on the desk, there is a cup filled with all sorts of pencils. Is having one with a light bulb on the end really necessary I don't know why, but I just couldn't get rid of it. I've never actually used it. You could see I've never even, sharpened it, but it does end up a lot of times being a drum. Swag. If there's any kind of swag that's colorful, I certainly will keep that. Cookie drums. They're colorful, they're pretty, they're nice. Actually, I think I have a thing with color too. I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's a lot of color in my office. Creative people, we tend to keep a lot of colorful creativity going around as well. Thank you for listening. I know nobody's been here, but you did give me a chance to check out what a live broadcast might look like. So thank you very much for doing that. Let's see, any other toys that we can talk about? Yes, there unfortunately or fortunately are. Let me pop away for just a sec. I'll show you this toy. This is over on the bookcase over there. I mean, what on earth? I think there was a reason I had these. The bottom of one actually said Goebbels on it. I don't know if you could see that, but it's a Hummel. And then this was a reproduction that I found, and it has nothing. So one is a legit Hummel or a Goebbels thing, and the other is not. So this one's the legit one. This one is the non-legit one that I found like at a rummage sale or something. But you can kind of look at them really close and see which one has the quality craftsmanship and the fine detail that you would find in a real Goebel, but not in a knockoff Goebel. And then I've had this, gosh, just forever. It's actually, I think, what it's called a Tobey Mug. And I just find this little fellow really, I don't know what on earth he was used for legit, because he's got a cork on top. But he's just a fun little fella. And he stares at me while I work just about every day. A weird ball. It's made out of marble and it comes on a stand. So it would appear that I have what I called a plethora of toys in my desk, kind of hanging around. How about you? What kind of toys do you keep hanging around for a legitimate business purpose in your business life? I know for some of these toys, it's kind of like we play, golly, I can't remember the name, but we let our scenes be inspired by the toys that we're holding and try to think out, okay, this is a ball, but what is it if it's not a ball? What kind of scene might it inspire us to create? And thus, we shall conclude this live broadcast. Thanks for letting me test it.